the hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. I'm Peter King. What a day on Wall Street. When the closing bell sounded an hour ago, the Dow had gained 395 points to close at a record of high of nearly 37,900. The S&P also set a record. Here's CBS's Jason Brooks.
Investors have finally perked up after a rough start to trading in 2024, lifting the S&P 500 to an all-time high as the market rallied for the second straight day. Semiconductor stocks powered the tech sector higher, and the University of Michigan's January Consumer Sentiment Index surged to its highest level in 2.5 years, thanks to falling inflation expectations.
In Uvalde, Texas, local media reports say a grand jury is considering possible criminal charges against law enforcement officers for their poor response to the Robb Elementary School shootings. This comes a day after a scathing federal report on the shootings that killed 21 people. A grand jury in Santa Fe has indicted actor Alec Baldwin for the fatal shooting at a movie set in 2021. CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson.
This is not a case where anybody thinks Alec Baldwin had the intent to kill somebody. This is about whether or not he had reckless disregard, whether he willfully disregarded all of the safety red flags here.
A forensics report disputes Baldwin's claim that he didn't fire the gun that killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins. Much of the country is in a deep freeze, and in Kings County, Washington, officials say 5 people have died from hypothermia. KIRO's TV's Brasida Holgren is there.
According to the King County Medical Examiner's Office, some people were found outside in the cold. One person was found in a car. 2 others were found in a building where there was no heat.
More than 70 deaths are attributed to the winter weather nationwide. South Carolina Senator and former GOP presidential candidate Tim Scott is expected to formally endorse Donald Trump at a rally tonight in New Hampshire. Former Scott campaign worker Matt Gorman says voters now believe Trump can win the general election.
I think that took away an argument that we had and Nikki had and Ron had and others. And so it allows people to kind of go both with their head and their heart. I think that was one of those defining moments of the primary once he started doing that.
The good news for Japan is that it's become the 5th country to soft land a spacecraft on the moon. The bad news is that it's dying. CBS News space consultant Bill Harwood.
The lander apparently touched down on the moon as planned, but a glitch of some sort prevented its solar cells from generating the power needed to keep the spacecraft alive. With the probe on battery power alone, flight controllers are working to retrieve as much data as possible before time runs out.
This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cab News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 65 degrees in Oakland, California.